Alright, so today we're going to be doing inclusion, and I might just do a Fowsniff after that, because inclusion is pretty quick. So let me start this machine up. I already got Kali Lakes obviously up and running, everything. So it'll take about a minute to start up. But while we're waiting for this, let's go ahead and look at what local file inclusion actually is. So let's look up LFI vulnerabilities. So local file inclusion, change that over to English for you guys. There we go. So we got remote and local file inclusion. Often found in poorly written web applications. These vulnerabilities occur when a web application allows the user to submit input into files or upload files to the server. So let's go ahead and look at what is local file inclusion. All right, as you can see, we're going to do a period slash, then we're going to go somewhere, right? This like right here looks like they actually uploaded it and then went to that page. Usually you would upload it into something like the temp directory. And this like right here shows that they're trying to drop the etc password. So the period, we know that if we do cd period, we go back one directory. So usually a web server is held to like var www html or something like that. So trying to get out of that back to the root folder, and then from there tell it where to go. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's go ahead and get to this IP address right here. Now, since we know that there is local file inclusion, things called inclusion, what we could do is we know there's probably gonna be a web server up and running. So let's do our mmap. Let's do the TAC-T4. Very verbose. Let's go ahead and run this. And we have port 80 and port 22 up and running. So I'm gonna start up another box here, and let's go ahead and go into port 80 and see what we got. Okay, we got hello world, welcome to my blog. It's currently in early stages, but you can find some articles that I've wrote. Okay, so we got RFI over here, we have LFI over here. Okay, so let's go on a few details. And that's kind of hard to read. So if we do a control U, it's a little bit easier to read. And actually the same exact thing that we were just reading is right here. So the same exact article that we just had, that I just had pulled up, that's actually exactly what this is. All right, so if we go back to here, right here, it says article name equals LFI TAC. Well, what if we do this name equals and we do a period slash, and we just keep doing that many times as you want, really. Okay, and then we type in etc password. Okay, if we can see that we get different information, right? So we can see we have information here. Okay. Now one of these guys we can see is not like the others. We have a Falcon Feast that just says root password next to it. So I actually thought, okay, well let's go to Shadow, see if we can get there, and we can. All right, so I actually thought like, oh man, is this like what's this over here? What's this hash like right here? So I actually downloaded all these guys, copied all these guys over, and then from there what I did was I started trying to crack it. And I thought to myself, like, why is, if I go back to etc password, why is this one commented out with that little number sign like right there? Right? Why is he commented out? And is root password actually his password? So we could do a shout out text, we could try to crack it and everything else with a word list and stuff. But let's just try to maybe log in as Falcon Feast and that. So let's try SSH as Falcon Feast at and that IP address. And for the password, I'm just going to type in root password. It's taking a minute. And yep, we are in. Okay, cool. So root password was the actual password. But then I started thinking, okay, well, how do I get to root now? Right? How do I get up there? So let me go ahead and go back to that page again. Oh, kind of messed that one up. Let me go to etc shadow and see if the hash is the same for the two. So we have this hash and it's not. Okay. So it's not the same. So we know his password though, so we can definitely do a sudo tacl. And we can do user bin socat. All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and see what he has first. We know that we can do SOCAT. We have a user.txt here. Let's go ahead and cat that. And I'll put this in my information over here for my flag. And let's do a GTFO bins for SOCAT. All right. So we know we can run it with sudo. So we have this like right here. We can try sudo SOCAT stdin. All right, let's try that. And there we go. Okay. Which Python? Maybe we can make a full shell. Doesn't even matter. Do we even have to? We don't have Python. That's okay. lsTech-LA. Okay, let's go to CD. Let's try to go into root. lsLA, and we'll cat that root.txt. And there we go. So that one's finished. So that one took a full, what was that? Oh, 5 minutes to do. So there we go. That one's all done. And we deployed the machine, so we completed that. And so that one's finished. All right, cool. So what we did with this one was did local file inclusion. Grab the user flag with our local file inclusion. Coming up here, doing the etc password is what we did, right? etc password. If I do a control U, break it down a little bit nicer. Falcon Feast for some reason is commented out. So that's why I figured that his password is root password. Went back, SSH'd into him, and that ended up working. Awesome. All right, so we're done with that one. So let's go ahead and, since that was pretty easy, let's go ahead and go back to the dashboard and we'll do one more here because that was a little bit too easy. We'll do our Fowsniff CTF. All right, so let's see here. So boot root machine, delete it for new starters. Okay, let's go ahead and start this machine and we can start looking around and read everything. I already grabbed their password and stuff like that. That's okay. So it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of reverse shells in this one. Looks like we're going to be grabbing information about POP3, so an IMAP, maybe just POP3, I don't know. And yeah, it looks like we got quite a few things to do here in this one. So it looks like we're going to be looking more at web or in email servers in this one. So let's go ahead and try to figure this guy out right here. Once this loads up. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Where are you going? There we go. CD in the desktop. Try hack me. What was that one called again? That one is Fowsniff, right? Yep. As you can see, I already got quite a few things in here, so I'm going to go ahead and remove those. Users.txt, remove passwords.txt. Now remove crackpath.txt. We'll stop this guy up here. That machine's been terminated anyways. Let's go ahead and copy this. We'll ping him, make sure we can ping him. And then we'll start him up. And we cannot ping him yet. Still connected. Or maybe we just can't ping him, I don't know. Rust scan. Try rust scan like real quick with him. Alright, there we go. So we got web server here. We got 110. Okay, we got 143. So we do have IMAP and POP3 both running on here, it looks like. So we got IMAP at 143, POP3 on 110, and HTTP and port 22. Let's go ahead and check out that HTTP like real quick. That's probably going to be our easiest way in. Alright, website is temporarily out of service. Maybe it's not going to be our easiest way in. Let's try to do a directory buster on this guy then. So we'll do I'm going to CD in a dir search. Python 3, boom. I got it on recursive. Okay. And we're looking to attack that guy. Let's see if we can find anything in there with him. Okay, we got images. We got assets. Let's check out images like real quick. Banner, blah, blah, nothing really there. Assets. Fonts, software as a service, libraries. I don't think I'm going to download all that stuff just yet. Let's try to just kind of hold off on doing that for now. What I'm wondering is if we need to do something with that POP3 service that we found in that mmap. That's what I'm wondering now. We need to do something with that. Try to log in maybe with that. We need to try to figure out what their email addresses are. So should be plenty of different ways that we can do this. Try to figure out what their email addresses are and stuff like that. And hopefully we can get in there and actually figure everything out about this guy and whose the different email addresses are and things like that. So hopefully we can. I guess we'll find out, huh? Let's go ahead and read that webpage, because that webpage had a bunch of words on it. Here we go. Okay. Fowsniff's internal system suffered a data breach that resulted in the exposure of employee. Okay. Usernames and passwords. There's a strong possibility that employee information being publicly available. All employees have been instructed to change their password immediately. Attackers were also able to hijack our official @Fowsniff Corporation Twitter account. All right, so let's go to Twitter. Fowsniff. Let's try that. Pond. Cool. All right. We got Pastebin here. Let's see what this is all about. And looks like we have usernames and passwords here at Fowsniff. I'm going to copy all these guys. So we're going to copy that. Go back into here. We'll do a nano users underscore pass.txt. Put that in there. And let's do John the Ripper. Let's use John. Let me delete the john.pop file first. So we'll locate john.pop and we'll go ahead and remove attack-rf. Cali.john. John.pop. There we go. Just so we don't have any problem with that. And I'm going to go ahead and do a John. And we're going to do a, on that users pass.txt, we'll do a word list. User share word list rocky.txt. And we'll see if we get anything with that guy. And he's not showing much. Okay. He's sleeping. And he's really not showing too much in here. But the site does say your email passwords, their POP3 server is wide open. MD5 is insecure, so it is saying it all is MD5. So we could either go out to the web and do it like that, or we could do a format equals raw tac MD5 tac fork equals 4. Okay, we could do that also. And look at that. So we just crushed everyone's password like right there, right? So we have Scooby-Doo 2, Orlando 12, Skylar 12. We're just start with the top person, Sienna here. She got her stuff cracked first. So now we need to get to POP3, right? We could telnet into a POP3 service, which was on port 110. So we could telnet at the IP address, which was 10.10.18.139, right? And we could tell it at a port 110. And we're going to type in user is going to be Sienna. Pass is going to be Scooby, OOBY, do 2. Okay, we type in list. We should be able to see a couple emails here. We can type in RETR, return 1, and then return 2. So right now we're in her emails, her POP3 emails here. So a few days ago, a malicious actor was able to gain entry to our internal email systems. Okay. So the server is capable of sending and receiving emails, but only locally. This means you can always send emails to other users, not to the World Wide Web. You can, however, access this system via the SSH protocol. The temporary password for SSH is this. Okay, so now we have that password. We also have usernames, right? So let's go ahead and change up our username file that we have here, right? Can we just exit, or is it Control C? Might just be Control C, Control X. I don't remember how to actually exit this thing. You could always read the other email, RETR2. That's the other email, like right there. I always forget how to exit out of this, but that's okay. That is okay. So we can go into my try hack me Fowsniff, right? We could nano users pass text, and we can get rid of everyone but the username here. So let's go ahead and do that. We're actually going to use Sublime Text just to make our lives a little bit easier. So we're going to do Sublime, and we're just going to call it, I don't know. Let me actually cat that user.text first. Cat this, copy all this. Then we'll do a Sublime Text here, and we'll call it user.text for usernames, right? There we go. And we'll go ahead and delete all of this. Now there is probably an easier way to do this than what I'm doing. If someone could tell me what that way is, please let me know. Probably could do like a delete after the @ sign or something like that. I don't know. Probably could do like some like bash script to do all that. Probably would take me longer to figure out how to write that bash script than what I just did like right there. We'll save that with the Control S if you're in Sublime Text. And let's go ahead and try to run the @SSH. So we got our password here, right? Which was right here. So let's go ahead and SSH, or Hydra, excuse me, Hydra. TAC L, we're going to do user.text, right? And then the password, we believe, is that. SSH, that at 10.10.18.139. I always like to put the port in behind it, so I was going to do port 22. We'll see if we get anything in here. And we 100% do. We get Backstein here. And so now we can SSH into him, right? And I'm going to go ahead and close out of that one. Okay, so we got Backstein here. So let's go to Backstein now. Let's SSH Backstein at 10.10.18.139. We will Control Shift V in there. Paste that. Awesome. Stack LA. All right. And we have a term.txt mail directory. So let's cat that term. I wonder if another person coined the term one-hit wonder came up with another phrase. Ah, that's a good one. We go into mail directory. We got some Dovecot stuff in here. I thought there was going to be something in there. That was kind of like a rabbit hole for me. I thought Dovecot may have had some stuff in it, but it did not. So let's do a sudo tac L. And he cannot run sudo. All right, that's okay. So let's go ahead and we'll stop that. We're pretty much in the system now. So let's cd into scripts. Let's do a SUID lookup. See what is he allowed to run. I thought this might be something. And as I was looking through here, a lot of stuff was normal. So I was like, okay, that doesn't really help me out very much either. I couldn't really figure out any way to increase my user from here. So I decided, okay, let's decide what group he works in. So we'll cat group. Is that a group? Where is it at? Find group for user. There it is. Find group for user. And I decided, okay, let's see what this is. And we get a bunch of stuff in here, right? A bunch of things for the group that he belongs to. So I decided, all right, let's start at the top. Okay, we got bin mount, su, ping. I'm not actually seeing the one that I actually want to see. Oh, that's why. There we go. I got this op cube.sh. I thought, oh, that's kind of weird. Everything else is pretty much home. All right, with all this proc folder like right here. So I thought that was kind of weird. So I decided to cd into /opt and ls-la. We got cube here, which is a root folder. It's root, so cd to cube. And I'm allowed to do that for some reason. And then we have this guy, parody, is actually utilizing the cube.sh. So I decided let's cat cube.sh, see what we got here. All right, it says delivery solutions. It's just this. That's it. Like, that doesn't really tell us much. But can we nano that? Can we put something in there, right? So can we nano cube.sh? And we can, because we're allowed to change it. So if I did a reverse shell, and here. So I have config 10.9.1241. Let's go ahead and do a nano my reverse shell for Python 1. That's actually good to go, like right there. So can I put that guy over here? Okay. And I'm going to try to run this. I'm just going to try to run it, see what happens without putting anything else in there. So ncat lvmp 4444. And let's try to run that guy. Yes, enter, period slash cube.sh. Can we do that? And that didn't work. Okay, let's go ahead and nano cube.sh. And let's try. So right now it doesn't know that's a Python script, right? So I'm pretty sure I got other scripts I could look at. Cat first python.txt. So python text C. I mean, there's like right there though. What if I should do this one like right here? Let's try this one. And we'll try, if that doesn't work, we'll try Python 3 or something like that. I don't know where I'm at. Page down, there we go. So we're going to try Python 3 this time. Home, let's try Python 3. And what, let's go to 4242. Let's try this. File straight, error, connection refused. Huh, okay. 10.9.169, that's probably why. That is the wrong IP address that's in there. See, my IP address changed, which that's usually doesn't happen. Try hack me. Sorry I made all these scripts. I had an old IP address, I guess. But then I come over here, I'm still backstein. So okay, well that didn't work, right? If I exit out of here, usually this one changed. Yep, so I'm backstein over there, so that doesn't work for me. So what if I can do like a sudo bash? That's not going to work like right there. That's not going to work. Okay, so let me sudo bash cube.sh. Let's try that. And backstein, but he can't run sudo though, so I don't know if that's going to work either. Where's that damn email I had? Or did I exit out of there? Probably exit out of there, didn't I? That's why I take notes. Nope, there it is. Okay, cool. But he can't run that. Okay. So now I need to figure out how the hell am I going to make this guy root. I have another reverse shell. Cat python 2.txt. I also have this one right here, which we could try this guy. Let's try this one. So nano back into that file again. Cube.sh. Let's see if I can do anything with this. That's on port 1234. I can try to reinvent the wheel here. Just keep the same ports as what it says. We'll do an nc tag lvmp for 1234. And let's go ahead and run cube.sh. Didn't like that one at all. That one is a Python 3. Or if we just make him just Python. He's still like that. Alright, what does it say? I messed something up somewhere. Python 3. There we go. Oh, this one looks a little more promising. Let's see here. Who am I? Still backstein. Okay, maybe it doesn't look more promising. And let's see, he's kicking my butt, huh? Alright, so he can run cube.sh. I don't know who else. Like maybe there's somewhere else where we can run cube.sh. Maybe there's... trying to think of what else we could do with that cube.sh, like right there. I mean, there has to be something else we could do. Because he can run it. We're able to get the information that we want off of it, kind of. But every single time we do anything, we go straight back to backstein. So I'm not really getting very far now, are I, with this? let's exit. SSH. Let's exit off here also. Exit, exit. SSH as backstain. Right. Hopefully that's the correct password. Hopefully it's not. Nope. Okay. Go back up to here. Let's exit all the way out and then try to hop back into it. So I'm wondering if that cube.sh is the banner, which would then, let me do an NC. Yep. Let me create my reverse shell over here because I'm wondering if that's like the banner. So I just got back in, put in his password. Who am I? Now I'm root. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's cat home. So yeah, that actually is like a banner. So every time I SSH in, did I get that banner? I feel like that would have been something I would have noticed. I 100% did. I just didn't realize I'm a dumbass. So when you very first SSH in, it's giving you this banner, right? Well, now what just happened is we exit all the way out. We SSH back into it, which then ran that banner and the Python script. All right. Which then gave us root access to our listening port back over here. So cd to /home. We'll cd to backstain, I guess. Let's do a which Python. See if we make this a little bit better. Nope. Okay, we'll cd to backstain. See if we can get anything from him. We need to find something, right? So, because we already got all that. Okay, cd to root. Cat flag.txt. And okay, so we got the root flag. Nothing really too much in there. I don't think we put that anywhere over here. So let's make sure we did everything that I want us to do over here. Okay, so we deployed the machine. We used nmap, found open ports. Yep. Using Google, we found public information. Decoded the MD5 hashes. Using username and password captured. Yep. We didn't use Metasploit. I'll show you how to do that. So let's go ahead and use Metasploit for this guy. So we'll exit out of here. We already did all that. So let's do a Metasploit, right? So I'm going to open up MSF console. Okay. And we'll go ahead and do this one like real quick. Look through her emails with temporary password is set for her. That was... And let me go ahead and do the Metasploit for you guys. So we'll search for POP3. Hopefully don't get too much here. POP3 auxiliary scatter login, right? So we could use 3. Show options. And we can do this a couple different ways, okay? We can log into it this way. All right, or we could also set a user file, add it. All right. So for password, we're going to do set password as Scooby-Doo2. Now, if you're using a password file, you use this whole thing. Okay. We're going to set the username as Sienna, right? S-E-I-N-A. That was the first person that came through, right? We'll set that. We'll set the pass file like this, which means don't say anything. We'll set the user file like this. Don't say anything. Go back to show options. And yeah, so now we're going to see if Sienna can actually log in using Scooby-Doo 2. So we're going to run that. And obviously set the rhost to whatever your rhost is. And then we'll run it. Okay, it comes back and that was successful. Now, if we had a entire password list, which I can show you. Okay, so if we use the password list, right, which I don't actually have a password list. I just have a user name list, don't I? So, because I didn't actually make that password list. There's no point because I already cracked them all. So I didn't really need to do that. And it said that Sienna's password was that. But that's how we would log in, or show that we can log in through Metasploit. So if you connect to the POP3 service with their credentials, we did that. All right. Links to our emails, blah, blah. Once connected, what groups does this user belong to? Area introduce files, there 100% is. Using the password for the previous question and the sender's username, connect to machine. We did that. Boom. We actually just used, what was it? We just used Hydra to figure out who could actually do it. I wonder if there's a search for POP3. I wonder if we can actually like use it. Exploit, scatter, that's a login, POP3 version. No, okay. Exploit Windows, SSP, YPOPs, overflow, post Windows gather, credentials, Outlook. Try that. It's not going to be Outlook though. Yeah, how about say it's a post also, so we need a session open and everything, so it's not going to be that. What is 4? Yeah, that's not going to work either. Show targets. Yeah, because we're definitely a Linux system here. All right, but let's want to see if we do anything with that. We did our reverse shell. Did that. We started that kind of listener. We logged back in, and we are finished with Fowsniff. So that wasn't too bad, just to log out, log back in. So yeah, I mean that was about it. So that's 2 boxes done, less than 30 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, it should be on YouTube like May this year. I think I'm all the way up to May like 12th maybe, or something like that. May 10th, somewhere around there. So a week and a half, so something like that. So if you need to review them, they'll be on YouTube again, and they'll show everything. All right. And yep, that is about it. You guys have a good one.